Have you ever wanted something so badly, but the world told you that you can't have it? This is the story of a young prince, a forgotten princess, and a queen whose heart was locked by fear. A long time ago, in the kingdom of Eralda, lived Queen Mara. She had a beautiful daughter named Era, who was kind, gentle, and full of light. But Queen Mara wasn't happy. She once loved a brave king who left and never returned. From that day on, she believed love was dangerous and always ended in pain. So she locked her heart, and she locked her daughter too, high in a lonely tower. Any prince who wanted to marry Era had to pass 3 impossible tests. If he failed, he disappeared forever. In a small kingdom far away lived Prince Elias. His father was a simple, kind king with no gold, no army, and no castle walls. But Elias was full of dreams. One night he had a strange dream. He saw a girl in a tower crying. She held a golden flower and whispered, "Please find me. I'm still waiting." When he woke up, his heart was racing. "I must go," he told his father. "I saw her, she's real, and I must try." "No," cried the old king. "Queen Mara is dangerous." Many princes went. None came back. But Elias insisted, "I can't sleep. I can't eat." So the king hugged him tightly and said, "Then go. But don't go alone. Find help on your way." Elias began his journey with nothing but courage. One day, he saw a mountain that started to snore. It was a giant man, lying on his back. "What are you doing here?" Elias asked. "I ate breakfast. 10 chickens and 100 cakes. Now I want lunch." The man grumbled. "Come with me," said Elias. "You can eat more and help me too." "Bring me food," said the man, "and I'll do anything." Elias gave him a sandwich. The man smiled. "Call me Grub." A little later, Elias saw a man with his ear to the ground. "What are you doing?" he asked. "I'm listening to the world," he said. "A baby bird was just born in another country." "Can you hear the princess?" Elias asked. "She's crying in a tower. Her song is sad." "I will follow you," the man said. "Call me Whisper." Then Elias saw 2 trees that turned out to be the arms of a man with the longest arms in the world. "Can you help me reach something far away?" Elias asked. "I can reach anything," the man declared. "Call me Stretch." Next, Elias met a man with one hand over his eye. "Are you blind?" Elias asked. "No," he said. "I can see too much. I see through trees, mountains, even time. Call me Glimpse." Finally, Elias met a man wearing many coats on a hot day. "I'm cold." The man shivered. "Always cold, but it's summer," cried Elias. "If I take off my coat," the man warned, "snow will fall. The world will freeze." "Can you help me if fire comes?" asked Elias. "Yes," the man nodded. "Call me Frost." Now Elias had 5 strange but loyal friends. Elias reached the queen's castle and announced, "Queen Mara, I wish to marry Princess Ara." The queen smiled, but her eyes were cold. "Then bring me my blue jewel from the river before sunset." Elias ran to his friends. "Where is it?" Glimpse looked there, deep under the water, "but it's far." Stretch reached in, but couldn't grab it. Grub laughed, opened his mouth, and drank the entire river. The jewel lay in the dry riverbed. Stretch picked it up and gave it to Elias. The queen's hand shook. "Impossible," she whispered. The next morning, she said, "Eat 40 roasted birds before noon. If I find 1 feather left, you die." "Can I invite 1 friend?" Elias asked. "Only 1, said the queen. He brought Grub. By noon, not only were all 40 birds gone, so was the queen's kitchen, garden, and fruit trees. "Still hungry?" Grub said, licking his fingers. The queen turned pale. "This one is dangerous," she whispered. That evening, the queen gave Elias wine secretly laced with sleeping powder. Then she led him to the tower where Ara sat, bathed in sunset. Her smile was sad but bright. They talked, but soon Ilias's eyes grew heavy, and he fell asleep. Half an hour later, he woke up. Ara was gone. He shouted from the window, "Whisper, where is she?" Whisper listened. "She's crying inside a tree across the river." Glimpse looked. "Yes, she's trapped by magic." "My turn," said Frost. He opened his coat. Snow fell, the river turned to ice, and they ran across. Stretch opened the tree, and Ara ran into Elias's arms. They raced back, and Stretch lifted them into the tower just before the queen arrived. "You're early," said Elias. "We were just discussing trees and rivers." That night, the queen gave them a bedroom and built a fire underneath it. Whisper heard it. "They're burning us alive. Now I'm warm," smiled Frost. But Elias said, "Take off your coat, freeze the fire." Frost did. The fire died. The queen opened the door, smiling, but Elias and his friends ran out laughing. "Too cold," said Grub. "Let's sit by a fire." The queen fell to her knees. "You passed all 3 tests. I cannot stop you." "Why did you do all this?" Elias asked softly. "I was once in love," she said, "but I lost him. So I locked my heart. I thought if Ara never loved, she would never feel pain." Elias looked at her gently. "You don't have to lose your daughter. You don't have to lose love." The queen wept for the first time in years. Her heart opened. She gave them her blessing, and left the castle to find peace. Elias and Era were married under a golden tree, their 5 magical friends standing beside them, not as servants, but as family. Love is not always safe, but with courage, kindness, and true friends, it becomes worth the risk. If you liked this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.